So with the rain the other day, we found out that we had some leaks. So we've been slowly working on taking the boat apart. This is our companionway cover. That was the first one that we found the leak on. So you can see we've taken the cover off. And unfortunately, when we did that, we found that a couple of the holes were rusted, pretty rusted. So we had to grind those down first. And then we put primer on them, and now we're slowly putting top coat on. So we can't put the companionway cover back on until we get that paint built back up. There's these two over here, and then there's actually a crack on this side. So that's all ground out and looking better now. So we're making progress there. And then inside the boat, in order to figure that out, we had to take the whole ceiling apart. You can see we have this all tarped up right now so we can keep it protected while it rains for the next couple of days. And if you join me on the way inside the boat, you can see we have quite the mess over here. That's all of the styrofoam and panels off of our ceiling here. So every single panel has been taken off of the ceiling, except for this one, because it's actually stuck behind this, and it was just more work than it was worth, because we did look underneath it and there was nothing terrible. So we're going to slowly make our way from the front to the back, cleaning all of the ceiling areas and checking for any rust. You can see there's rust here. We're going to have to treat that. This is the spot where the bolt was leaking on the companionway cover, so we've got new bolts for that. We're going to reseat all of that. And then over here under our nav station, you can see there's evidence that there was a fire. So some of these boards are pretty charred and falling apart, so we're going to try and replace some of those. We got to grind down all of these rust spots and then put some primer on them and touch them up with just a light layer of top coat. So the next few days, that's what Bean and I are going to be doing, is section by section trying to address this panel. The other issue that we have is this hatch here. You can see this wood is all rotten, and it looks like the previous owner knew there was a problem there, because there was an attempt at a seal here, and it looks like all of the heads of the screws on that hinge are broken off, like someone tried to take it apart. So I think what we're going to have to do with that hatch is actually find a replacement, and then we're going to have to take it out and put a new one in. But for now, we tried to seal it up at least with some butyl tape and some Gorilla Tape to keep the water out until we can replace that, so that we don't ruin anything else and get any other leaks. So we're making progress. We're doing good. We found a couple of leaks. Hopefully that's the worst of it. There's a little bit of work to do here in my berth. This deadlight needs to be rebedded, but right now we've got some tape over the screws on the outside, but we're pretty sure this is leaking. So after we're done in the main area, we're going to take off this wall here and try and see what's behind it and make sure that that's what's leaking, and just keep working our way around. But we're trying to make sure that we have a nice dry boat and that there's no rust that we're aware of, and trying to make her the best that we can. So we're learning a lot. We're having a good time. Not quite as much fun as sailing, but we're still working on the boat. It's better than a lot of other things I could be doing. So have a great day.